The whole division, one team.
Yes, and will it finally be Legion Commander, a hero that's had a win rate in almost every single patch dating all the way back to the introduction of Shrines. I think that was the last time she was really good, and she was real straight up broken. Is this the patch that she's as much since they kind of got nerfed? Rasmus did go for the double bracer.
It's not bad. The health regen's quite nice. You have so much sustain in this lane, and even without spamming W, you just kind of click Jug in the face, although that wasn't ideal.
He's not clicking him in the face right now. It's going to pop the healing salve and swap out those bracers. So efficiency in his bracer usage. Bracer was just not a good item last patch, so I am curious if an extra 0.25 regen is really going to make that much of a difference.
Yeah, I think Falcon Blade might have been another option. I just I prioritize mana regen a lot more on the LC, especially since you can just turn it into health. Don't need that HP regen.
Uh-oh. He's got 10 magic wands.
After that, I did not realize that that had been updated.
Yeah.
So more bonus gold.
They took away the regen factor, but they gave him more base armor in return. I think it was a lot of base armor they gave him.
Yeah.
Skeeter is getting a little low here. Handed to Tango, drops the healing ward. Rasmus 21 and 3 is actually ahead of the Juggernaut in lane. So doing very nicely for himself. Fada, what are you doing? Just blocking this camp, it looks like.
Yeah, Raindrop picked up by 9, but not super effective because level 1 Lightning Storm just takes that off. So,
top tower is under
juking
attack.
the 90 damage, I guess it's something, but it's very easy to burn off the charges. If you die, it would be to the Edict. That's my concern. Fada coming in. Just hit 6 on Puck. Very dangerous.
Yep, they're gonna go for it. Fada, he represents damage. They need it to be able to finish off this last track in time. They barely do. 9 survives because of the raindrop.
Really surprising. Like, I don't like that TP from Rasmus. Yeah, sure, you get a last hit, but you didn't have mana anyway, and you could be pressuring Skeeter with your Rubik down bottom instead.
Base armor increased from 0 to 3. You know, I was gonna say 3, but I was like, oh, that sounds like a crazy high number.
Oh my god.
33 in trouble to top lane. Been hit by all their nukes, and it is just barely enough to be able to get the kill. Now they're actually gonna look at snaking here because guess what? Bounty runes are up, so if they could have killed the lion, maybe they could have collected his bounty rune, but not the case here.
Oh, yeah, well, Stormstormer just got a haze.
Okay,
so.
never mind. Stormstorm.
Hello.
Run him down. Hey. How's it going? He's going to use the rest of the Diabolic Edict. Pressure the tower a little bit.
We'll take the rune. You saw it. Stormstormer, the rune.
The rune.
The runes.
Don't forget about the rune.
Oh, no.
How many runes are there spawning in 6 minutes, Kyle?
2 runes. Cap. 3 runes, Cap. 3 runes, Cap.
Yep. That's
Trick
the thing.
question. I see what you're doing.
It's tricky out here. This is not on you. It's on everybody. We all got to test each other. I always ask my teammates, does everybody know their multiples of 3s? Because, you know, 5, 10, 15, 20, that's easy. But when you get into 3, 6, 9, 12, sometimes people have a hard time with that.
There was a lot of things you learned in school that just feel absolutely worthless now. Okay. Cursive, number 1.
Sure.
Times tables. How to multiply every number below 10 by its, by something else below 10.
Wait,
How is that helpful?
Useful? I feel like I multiply numbers underneath 10 quite often.
Not enough to have to memorize the grid.
All right.
There are also
now. That's what Kyle's saying.
He's rushing the Solar Crest post-phase boots. I love it. Gilger has Rocket stolen from Fada.
Why do you love it? Oh, hold up. Coil. They, really gonna do something? We are gonna do something here. Rasmus runs out of the coil, but it's a little bit too late for that. He gets fingered. Maybe 9. Oh, that silence just could not come quick enough. Nine's going to be able to deal with that. Snaking is still going to be run down potentially here. Stormstormer got blocked in by one of the creeps. He's still going to be able to get close enough, though, to be able to get that kill. Unfortunately, the Juggernaut's here now, and he gets Omni Slash. So, a worthy trade, I would say, for Tundra, as they are very happy with the first rotation from Skeeter.
Most definitely. And they get the tower, but altogether, I'm telling you, man, I'm real spooked about this off-lane disparity. You're going to have such a fat Doom, and meanwhile, that's a level 6 LC with no farming mechanic.
Radiant's top tower.
This is grim. I've been here before. And he's going to continue to fall off, whereas I'd expect 3-3 to rapidly catch the Leshrac in net worth, and then eventually maybe even find himself on the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, and this is, again, just a little context for this. This may be the start of the season, but a matchup like this is very much a must-win for both of these teams.
Oh, yeah.
Tundra, who ended up in that 3-way tiebreaker, ultimately ended up getting 5th.
Yep.
And this season, we have a more powerful, presumably, OG, now that they picked up Anna, and a NIGMA that may be revitalized by ILTW. So, you know, if you don't want to be bottom 2, you really got to get this victory against one of the teams that weren't top 4 last season.
Pretty much. Not to say that you can't take a game off those top teams, but, you know,
you got to win the full best of 3 in order to get your points, right?
Yeah.
So,
this is pretty damn close to must win, it does feel. So far, let's see, Yule's on Stormstormer, looking to push bottom now with the assistance of Ace, who's closing in on the Radiance. 3-3 suddenly second place in net worth. Passes by Skeeter, no problem. It's generating gold, has the Solar Crest complete, it looks.
Bada takes a wrong turn into a right one. That last turn being a U-turn. Now he knows there's a very likely a ward on this high ground. Very common at this point when Dire wants to be able to control the enemy Radiant jungle. Kilger's going to use a short little hop, but is still going to be caught by the coil here. Ace is going to take this opportunity to go for the fight. See if he can get a swift execution on the sinking. They manage to catch a bolt inside of that grab. The Soulbind limits and will allow Ace to be able to run down Snaking pretty easily, though. 9 is going to look to be able to run down the supports himself. The Silence, the Phantom, still catches up to 9. He actually pops the illusion to be able to get rid of it real quickly. Fada, meanwhile, the Raindrop is not going to save him from Stormstormer, though the rest of the team is in pursuit here. They may not have the coil, but they do still have Omni Slash. Not going to go for it, though. The second life still available from Ace. He proves to be too tanky to deal with.
Stormstormer gonna grab the rune. All that while Gilger respawn went top. Battle Fury soon to be completed on the Juggernaut. Both carries
soon to be completed. He just got it delayed, Kyle. He had it. It was complete, and the courier got sniped.
He'll have it soon, though. Yeah, it's delayed.
Well, you go from a 13-minute Battle Fury to a 15-minute battle. Oh.
Does feel grim. There's a blade mail finish on Rasmus, but how do you get someone to duel you? Do you really want to duel anybody right now? You are not feeling very powerful.
No, he's not.
And the healing ward to sustain is also going to be a threat. Snaking has ult ready. He'd love to use it on somebody.
Yeah, who does he want to use it on? Maybe Gilger? Seems like a pretty good target.
Witch blade. Yep.
Does he use it?
Yeah, he does.
Is it necessary? I don't think so.
Okay.
Snaking, he says, you know, it's not about the stacks. It's about having the spell available. It's about the threat, Kyle.
It is.
The threat of the black hole. I mean, finger.
It's easy to confuse those. Relic picked up by Ace. He'll have Radiance soon. 15 minutes. What's that mean? How many runes?
There are 2 bounty runes right now.
That's correct.
What do you hold it? He was trying to put his hand in front of me so I couldn't see, but like, It doesn't do anything, Kyle. I can't see the entirety of the map.
It's a two-stage test. A distraction. Watch this
It
hand.
was very distracting. I was wondering what you were doing.
We keep casting together, Cap. You're going to think that more often than not. Okay, what is that? Bloodstone? Yeah, Kaya into... for Smash... For
Who?
Stormer. What the...
Who's building what?
He doesn't play the game. Look, we're going...
Hellbear Smashers player. Veil of Discord.
I would have preferred to see him actually get the Bloodstone or the Kaya first, just for scalability. The Yule setup isn't super strong against heroes like Jug and Puck.
Okay. Like instant disables like Lion.
Yeah.
You use somebody else. He's in there to intercept. Tofu, he's going to be burned out here alongside Gilker. Finally, the finger is used, and he gets the charge up.
Yeah, I just think that it's similar to the concern I have with Rasmus, is that these are items that don't really help you scale. You know, not even finishing the arcane boots. Yule's, sure, but maybe arcanes first, just so you know, both of these heroes turn mana into damage, creep kills, hero kills. And when you go for these active abilities on you, Blade Mail and Yule's, well, if you're not using them on enemies, they're being wasted. Well, they're being inefficient.
Okay. But what about the fact that, do you think they are trying to in some way guard against some of this early game because their Wraith King is farming so well?
Yeah.
Like this guy has total free farm across the map. He's already hit 10,000 net worth at 17 minutes. He's got armlet radiance.
I think it's deceiving, Cap. I think it feels like you're doing great, but I point to 3-3. I don't think they realize just how farmed this Doom is going to be. He's going to have Solar Crest BKB pre-20 minutes, and it only gets worse. Level 15, you don't get that talent that increases the gold generated by Doom because you don't need it. Icefork said there's too much on your queue already, but it's going to keep churning, keep tick-tocking his way up the net worth. Puck also very nice against Leshrac later in the game. He's just going to pop bags, coil Lesh. Now what? You're going to get ran up by a Juggernaut who, sure, he's behind, but he is a Battle Fury. He's going to start scaling rapidly.
Going back to that 15 talent.
Yes.
Do you think he's going to go Devour Ancients or... I'll be honest.
Sure.
I find Doom kind of a boring hero, so I wasn't scouting what pro players were doing with Doom right now, you know?
Why do you sound so smug about it? How elite was that? I look down on
There's a lot of heroes
player.
that people are doing interesting things. I just didn't care about Doom. He's you know, he's got like a built-in Midas for offlane. He's a farming offlaner. Whatever.
Not for you.
No.
And not really the NA style. And I know your big role model is Jenkins. He's not doing that. Yeah, that's actually. Hang on, because
you misunderstand. That the role model, the situation goes the other way.
Yeah, well, just funny because Green Room. What were we testing pre-match? I'm getting pitched by you and Owen on offlane Pudge because you can eat people from 800 units away.
I was not saying that. With a big interception, grabbed all those heroes with the silence.
Okay, Rasmus didn't Blade Mail before the duel.
That's not good either. You do need that, yeah.
And this right, this is the problem. Yeah, Wraith King is farmed, but you're not strong with Armlet Radiance. Like, you need more. And there's 3 cores on the enemy side that all feel very powerful. In addition, the 2 supports, the Gyro and the Lion, so much magic damage. And you have no BKBs.
Tofu's dead. Oh, no, slightly missed. It doesn't matter. He would have died anyway. This time, Rasmus caught off the Blade Mail. Maybe. No, it's not looking so hot.
What?
He get burned out of his. No. He already used his reincarnation a long time ago.
And just like that, it feels like LC and Leshrac are no longer in this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, I actually really dig the support duo. I mean, these Gyro Lion, I think they have so many active abilities. There is so much stun and damage output they represent, And you catch somebody off here like Bilger, he just dies. 9 is beyond godlike. We talked about his stank phase post-game too. He is bringing it right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He is very much in the zone.
Mm-hmm. Now they've got that BKB for the Doom. Yeah, I see what you're saying though. I think like one of the problems with Gyrocopter 5 is that it doesn't bring enough disables, and they're not instant disables. But Lion, he covers that. He has 2 different disables, and one of them's instant. Fortunately, our aforementioned Gyrocopter was a little out of position here, and now it's probably going to cost Snaking his life as well. Is this going to be the first successful duel from Rasmus?
Don't jinx it.
He is not. Oh, no, he did have one. Second successful duel of Rasmus. Unfortunately, he didn't level it up in time.
Oh man, he also he got
didn't level it up in time. He could have had 30 damage instead of 20.
I'm gonna WhatsApp him later because he also went for the strength talent instead of the mana regen. I'm telling you, LC, to be able to farm you have to be able to use your spells, and he can't because he just does not have the mana.
Tower is under attack.
You tell him, pal.
He's not going to listen to me.
You
Although I don't have the best track record. In fact, when he was on EG, Phil and Bulba, after a long breakfast conversation where I sold him on picking Underlord for Sumail offlane, they actually banned him from talking about Dota.
Tower is under attack.